Hey y'all. Hi. It's 1:10 here too. I should be in bed. I had to go get some ice cream. I'm gonna do this right here so I can eat my ice cream. How's everyone doing? Are you on the West Coast, Camilla? I won't gonna make you wait long, Liz. Did y'all see my BFFs up in Aaron's chat talking about Little Red? Fuck that. I can go the rest of my whole ass life and not mention them. They can't keep my name out their mouth. It's okay. I know I made mistakes in the past, y'all. Hey, police wife. Liz, if you missed it, good on you. It's good. Hey, crazy lady. Let me get to my actual YouTube. Who was talking about you? Just no one relevant. Let me get the right stream. Let me say hey to everybody. Laura, what's up? You were first. Hey, Aaron O'Kelly. Miss Vera, Sarah. Just Mimi. Laura. I love ice cream, y'all. Rarely care. Hey. Scumps. Hi, style. Camilla Eloisa. Liz. Sherry. Jane. Sherry, did you see? Over there, did you see? I think you came in right after. I hope you've rewinded. It's ridiculous. Laura. Hey, girl. Camilla Dawn Williams. Hey. Hello. Karen. Hey. Well, I went to sleep at 3 a.m. yesterday morning. Yesterday morning. Woke up at 3 p.m. So I figure I'm not going to sleep. Hey, Diane. Hey, SC. Juvenile, right? It's just ridiculous. Grow the F up. Liz, wait, what? Movies and TV shows is up in here. Hey. Hey, Sweet Tea. Hey, Terry C. I'm glad you got me too. Police wife. I can't even. I got a cute little grandbaby that has done something to my body. I can't even get mad at people anymore. Like, they can grow up. Yaya, hey. Clan Adams. I'm a new subscriber, first time. My YouTube name is weird, so just call me Christy. Hey, Christy. I may forget that because if you don't know much about me, I have a memory of a squirrel, and I will forget. So I might call you Clan. Yeah, like, go get bent. Cherry, that's all I can say. Like, what are you talking about? While we're waiting for people to get here, if you hadn't hit the like button, I only came in at the end of Aaron's live. What in the name of God heaven? Oh, it's a hot mess. Let me get I can put my Streamlabs up, yards up on this screen. Y'all, I love this ice cream. I've eaten like 3 boxes of ice cream in 2 days. You need a drink and don't drink. Oh, I got a drink I could give you if you were here. What was I about to do? Share, invite. What happened was, and I'll start earlier. I'll back up a few hours, or days. When the topic of what Aaron's live was started, I knew that it was going to be an issue before T-Spiracy ever got involved. I knew, y'all. Hey, keeping up. I just dropped a link if you want to come in. I knew it was going to be an issue before T-Spiracy ever did live. I knew it was going to be an issue when Aaliyah did her live. Here's why. Because this community, especially the Twitter side of this community, is super skeptical of people that come here from KJ's community. And if you come here asking for money straight out the gate, that's going to be an issue. People came to me and weren't asking for money and got hated on. And I got almost canceled a bunch of times. I really wish she never went on camera, because then no one would know and it wouldn't be an issue. It would have blown up worse. I don't say she's a scammer, because she's basically been completely honest that she wants money since the beginning. Since Reddit, she has said, show me the money and I'll leave wherever. Just show me the money, feed my kid. That's what she's done. However, it got turned into a race thing. I don't know. I'm trying to read the chat. Give me 1 second. I was talking about what your POV in Aaron's chat. I didn't agree with that, but I don't want this community to follow. What about my... Oh, you're talking about Karen. Everyone is welcome to their opinion. And I understand that race is a thing. It's a very sensitive subject in this day and time. However, every time something happens and one of the people involved isn't a white person, it does not mean it's about race. Like, what happened tonight or with this particular person, it has zero to do with race. And the people in chat that were saying it did, it didn't. And I've had people that tell me today, they weren't touching this story with a 10-foot pole because she wasn't white. And they were scared to touch the subject. That's not correct. That's not right. Hey, Aaron. You should be scared to have a conversation in life because someone you're talking to isn't white. But I get it, because I've situations I'm the same way. But this had nothing to do with what color she is. If she was white, this story would have blown up and T-Spiracy would have been canceled and she would have been canceled and everybody would have been canceled by dawn this morning if Aaliyah had been white. But nobody's wanting to talk about it because she's not. And in my opinion. And I seen a bunch of us getting called racist in that chat, and it didn't matter what color she was. Also, I don't think she's a scammer at all, because I think she's been very clear about what she was around for. I think she wanted money. She's made that clear. And if you want to give out of the goodness of your heart, give. If I had it to give, I would. But I'm a little bit different about who I give to. And yes, I will give money to people standing on the corner, fully aware they're probably going to go buy a pack of cigarettes or a beer with it. But here's my thing. They're standing there on the corner. They might have a nice apartment with whatever. I know that happens too. But, I mean, I have $1. I'll give $1. I don't care what you do with it. But when you come here from KJ's, people are going to be leery. When EKC comes into a chat, I always feel so loved. I get you. I don't care about the money. I care that these two people who have done so much for this community are getting called racist for doing absolutely nothing but showing proof. Who are you talking about, Liz? And I agree. T-Spiracy was out of the goodness of her heart, in my opinion. People need to lay off of her. But at the same time, if I had done that, oh my God, I'm so glad it went on my channel. But I saw it coming. I knew this was happening. Stevie Wonder saw this coming. The two Reddit mods. I mean, I don't even want to talk about Reddit because why did okay, so T-Spiracy didn't think she was allowed to share it. That KJ paid her to be a mod. No, KJ refused to pay her to be a mod. She tried. And KJ said no. I mean, she's made it kind of clear that she's been about wanting money from the beginning. Everybody that was in, everyone, Sweet Tea's recovery, everyone that has said a word about what happened with that moderator, ex-moderator of KJ's, is being called racist if they think that it was a little bit wrong the way it was handled. Yeah, which is crazy to me. Like, who even knows what color someone is? Like, who cares? Oops, hit return accidentally. I think race played into it because you got Katie sitting there scamming all of her internet life, and no one mentioned welfare or anything like that as they did with Aaliyah. But I don't blame Aaron. What do you mean, Kiera? Because KJ wrote this woman a check, and less than a week later, and this woman, and the food stamp hadn't even entered my mind yet until tonight on Aaron's channel when that came in. Like, she had food stamps, blah, blah. Like, who cares? Food stamps don't go far when you have kids and whatever. But she asked KJ for money, and KJ gave it to her. And then she asked her for something else, and Katie scolded her and said, I just asked you for money. I just gave you money last week. What happened to that? And I get that. I do. Because as her being a channel with so many people subscribing to her, even though it's not as many as it looks like it may be, she did give her money, which shocked me. I was shocked that Katie gave her $150. I really was. I'll give her props for that. And then within weeks of her doing that, then she's the bad guy and she's over here. It has nothing to do with race. I'm telling like it. But I mean, in my opinion, race is why it's not being talked about, because people are scared of it, because everyone gets called, like, the race card shouldn't be pulled as much. Like, none of y'all have a color or even a sex to me, most of you, because I don't know you. And I don't even think the girl's a scam. Everybody keeps calling her a scam. $150 don't go far, but I mean, it's $150 she didn't have, right? I mean, she also said, okay, somewhere I saw financially that because of the COVID was financially worse on her bank account or some. Okay, if you're at home before COVID and you're getting a regular check every month and a regular business every month, what did COVID affect? How did COVID affect that? It didn't affect people on Social Security or disability. If it did, that's terrible, because they should have been the first ones taken care of. But I don't blame her for thinking it was about race. I have no idea what it's like to go through life wondering if peeps react to race every day. You're right. I don't either. But when literally, I it just would have been so much easier this time had no cameras been used and no one knew. Because I'm like you, Aaron. Like there was a second there where I felt sympathy for Katie, and I was like mad, like why somebody gotta come over here and make me feel bad for Katie? Because I don't think she's a good person, but I was shocked that she gave money at all. I'm surprised she didn't block the girl to start with. Crystal, I can do my own nails for $6. I don't think she paid for her nails, and the nails isn't an issue at all. She said her boyfriend paid for them. I think that's fine. I think it's really messed up that there's a whole chat. Like, I think it's messed up as a human being that if there's an issue that would be an issue with anyone else, if it were Jessie Bear to come over here right now and say, F Katie Joy, I am done with her. She wouldn't help me, and I'm financially strained, and I'm broke. And then she went live 4 times, 4 different places, crying, asking for money. People would give her money. I agree. But then screenshots got put out on Reddit where she'd been telling people, I'll leave Katie now if you'll show me the money. People would be after Jessie and whoever supported Jessie because Jessie did what she just did. It ain't got nothing to do with skin color. And I don't know why, just because she's not a white person, that it must be about skin color. That does not make sense to me at all. I have a question though. Would this lady be treated in such a way if she wasn't a mom for Katie? No, I'll tell you why. If she just came here and was asking for money, but she wasn't from Katie's and there wasn't screenshot proof of her doing this for the last 2 years, no. But if she was just a stranger that showed up and asked for money from nowhere, she probably wouldn't get money, except for a few. There would be people, but I know this community. I know the shit I've taken from this community for speaking to Katie mods. They were in Aaron's chat talking shit about me on the live stream, but that's fine because I'm good with it. I'm grown. I'm over it. I have no idea what it's like. Yeah, I read that one. Sorry. I can appreciate how that chat just jumped right out from under me and I can't find it now. Oopsie. I have a question though. I read that one. Twitter and YouTube are so much different communities completely. Twitter's bad. YouTube can be bad, but I think the worst part of it is Twitter. Don Williams said, I have a question. I read that one. Everyone deserves to feel good about themselves. I agree. And if her boyfriend gave her nails, good on her. I don't think the nails, I never questioned the nails part to start with. I never questioned any of it. I still feel bad. Like, I still feel bad for her. And the man, she's been through a lot. And if I'd have known that, like I told y'all earlier in my first live, I saw her say, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be perceived as a beggar. I saw her say that. So I felt like, good, I ain't got to get involved. Had I known this was going to happen, I'd have said, look, you don't want to come over here and ask for money because this is going to happen. I'd have told her. I would have told T-Spiracy. Why? Because I've been canceled already before. But why judge that poor woman with what she does with her money? Who cares what she does with it? No one's judged her for that. I don't know what she did with it. For all I know, she paid her hotel bill. Sometimes they qualify for housing and there are no houses. Those qualifying for houses there's usually a wait list. I don't know where she's from, but there's usually a list. Yeah, that's what you just said, and I've finished it for you before. I mean, it looks like she was kicked out because she was soliciting. That is what it looks like. I don't know, and it also kind of looks like she was in Reddit saying, "If you'll give me more money than Katie will, then I'll leave Katie." That's the issue. Did she do more videos asking for money? I don't know. I only saw her do one, and then I saw she went live with one. I'm not sure. Eileen, you know who was over there talking shit in the chat. Same old people. Liz, if you want to give. What I have a problem with is willful ignorance and people blatantly ignoring people after they ask for proof and the sudden demonizing. Yeah. What I have a problem with, honestly, this is my problem. Like, I don't care. I don't care if T-Spiracy wants to do 4 more lives. My issue has been, yeah, Eileen, exactly. My issue has been with, I've gotten a whole lot of hate on this channel for T Detox being here when she wasn't getting information. She wasn't taking back information because there wasn't any to give. If it's just a double standard, that's ridiculous. And everyone that comes from that community has extra eyes on them, like keeping up with KP. I don't know if she's here. She was in errands. She's come over and she don't even want to talk about Katie. She wants to have like a channel with good, like, girl talk streams and just let's not talk about Katie. Let's just have a positive streams. People are questioning her motives. Well, she got sick of Katie. She tried to do all of it and she finally saw. But people are still like talking about she's here, but she's going back and forth. No, she's not. See, that's why I'm not coming on. I don't want to touch it with 10-foot ball. She don't even want to talk about Katie at all. She just wants to have a fun girl talk and like, let's talk about life. That's all she said to me since I met her. But I still see people, I still get DMs about, you need to be careful of her. Okay, I'm careful now. I know I used to be very trusting. I'm more careful now. But I'm just saying this situation if I were in T-Spiracy spot and all of it was twisted around, it would be World War III right now. You don't remember anyone talking about welfare and food stamps when Luna's got Kier. Luna was on food stamps. She told me that, but what do you mean? I didn't hear anybody. I got to errands late, like 8 minutes late. You know, I didn't hear anybody talking about food stamps or welfare. Who said something about food stamps or welfare? And I seriously don't mean that ugly. Like, I didn't hear that. I've seen it in chat, but who said it? Did she say it? That she had food stamps and welfare? Because no, she wouldn't. I ain't no, yeah, now. But did you see them in the chat talking shit about Lil Red, though, Kier? Can you update us for those who missed out and are in the dark? The new Katie mod went live and cried and asked for money. She mentioned her PayPal many times, and if y'all want to give me money many times. Then she went live with another creator, and the creator gave her PayPal's, I guess, I don't know, donations. She's been live a few times and cried, and then Reddit shared a bunch of Katie Joy's Discord and Reddit messages where she kept saying, if you show me the money, I'll go where the money. Basically, the girl needs money. She's having a hard life, but people are saying anyone that says anything against it is racist. And I beg to differ, because all of the white people that came over here from her channel the last 6 months, I've gotten hate for speaking to them. And the one I raised money for had been here for August, September, October, November, 3 months before we did any money raising for her. And I didn't want to do it then because I just lost my job the day before. But if I'd have said no, I'd have been a bitch. Aaron Stream is not the place for them. I didn't see anything when it got mentioned about food stamps to start with. So I don't know about the food stamps and welfare. I didn't see that get mentioned. If she's living out, she should absolutely be getting food stamps. I didn't see anybody talking about that. All I saw was a bunch of people saying, if you've got anything negative to say about it, you're racist. And that's not true. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I love Dr. Cross to death. Like, I loved her channel, and she kept saying it was racist. It was racist. Why is it racist? Because she happens to not be white. If she'd have never turned her camera on, no one would have ever known she wasn't white. There's nothing wrong with getting food stamps either, especially during a damn pandemic. I mean, they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. No, they're just. Shut up. I am the new little red. I'm just sick of, like, I had creators in my DMs today tell me they weren't touching this story because they knew this would happen, and that's ridiculous. And I told Aaron, did you know that? I told Aaron that somebody told me that. Nah, I've heard it. Who mentioned food stamps? I don't even know where that came from. Katie Joy asked for where the money went. Well, maybe she wanted a tax write-off because I can't imagine her giving $150 to someone. Whatever. I gotta have a reason to hate Katie, you know. But like, who cares what she did with the $150 Katie gave to her? Katie gave her $150, which in my mind is amazing. I can't believe Katie just gave someone $100. Why did Dr. Cross say? Exactly. Why did Dr. Cross keep saying it was racist? Because Aaliyah's not white? That's not a good reason for me. I've been called racist a lot of times the last few years. I'm not racist. But sometimes, if you're white, you're racist. Where I live, I've been called racist. I've never, ever done anything bad to anybody where I live. I've never, ever done anything bad to anybody because of their skin color, ever. And AZ, I feel so bad for her. I haven't said anything bad about AZ, but for some reason people keep yelling at me. AZ is a sweet person. I think KJ asked for money where the money went because she gave $150, and then was asked to share fundraiser link days later. Not saying she was right or not, just saying what I think. I agree, and she scolded her, and she Aaliyah admitted that she scolded her. But I mean, she's like, I just gave you $150 the other day. What'd you do with that? And she also said, I'm financially strapped right now because of this lawsuit. That was in the Reddit papers. Jesus Louise, y'all, why y'all gonna make me give Katie credit for not being a shit human? I've been trying to prove her shit humanness for the last 2 years, and then y'all are gonna prove me wrong. She did something nice that I would have never thought that she would have given one of her moderators $150. And then people in Aaron's chat are saying, but she worked for blah, blah, blah. No, she was a moderator. Do you know I've got moderators that have been my mods since day one? If I take their rich tomorrow, they're going to be mad as hell. They're not paid. I'm not taking a job from them. They just like having a wrench. And I love my moderators. I appreciate my moderators. Thank God for my moderators. But the person in Aaron's chat was saying, but I started to say Karen, but Katie owes her because she's been a mod for free. No. In that mentality, does Katie have to write every one of her moderators a check for $150 on Thanksgiving? That's not right. Y'all quit making me take up for Katie. But I love you. Christola. If you took my wrench, I wouldn't care. I still love you. I love you too, but I wouldn't take your wrench because I need you. The points I saw her make weren't great points. They were like, but I mean, I could explain, but assuming I called anyone racist is a stretch. I did say it could be ableist. Aaliyah is ableist. Or classist. Oh, my chat just jumped. People hate on poor people. No, I am poor people. I am poor people. Right now, I'm poor people. I ain't hating on her. I feel so bad for. Look, I cried with her. I feel bad for what she's going through. My only thing this whole time has been from the beginning when I saw the very first live she did. That's not going to work here. I DM'd, I can pull it up and show. I'm not going to show the moderator that I sent to. I sent one of my moderators a DM and said, this is not going to end well. But I had seen her say she wasn't going to do that, so I didn't feel like I needed to warn her. I wished I'd have warned her because it's not coming off great. And in my opinion, I am here trying to hear your side. Why not listen to a black person? I explain what I've listened to her explain why I was racist on Aaron's. I'm listening to her now if she wants to talk. Or I can give her a link and she can come in. But why not listen to why it's not? I don't care what color she is. And I don't think she's a scammer at all because she's been completely upfront since the first thread I saw her on Twitter that she wanted money. I'm saying how this community is and how they accept ex-KJ people that I knew that wasn't going to float here. And someone would have something to say. And if she'd been a white person, she'd already been booted out of here. And that's not fair either. I'm just saying people aren't being ugly to her because she's black. That's not true. It would have been worse for her if she weren't, in my opinion. And I could be wrong, but just seeing from the last few people that have been here and got swiftly kicked out of this community, and having other people tell me today that they weren't touching this story because they didn't want to get called racist. Free homeless, just give red sometime. I tried them out. What is she saying? Oh, Red, I am here trying to hear your side. I'm listening. Free. And I've dropped my link in the chat like a bunch of times. If anyone wants to take it. I'm good. I'm not. I was over there in Aaron's stream and people at Lil Red, blah, blah, running their mouth and then laughing like, get out of here. I'm so much growed up last 3 months past you. They saying because she is black and asking for money, people are complaining about it because yes, that's what they're saying. Anyone that has a question about it they're racist. That's what's being said. And that makes me mad. Because who would ever know what color? It don't matter what color she is. It's the way she handled it. And not even that. The fact that she came here and asked for money, maybe nothing would have been said about that either. But it's when the Reddit stuff dropped and the way every time anyone said anything to her, she'd say, well, if you care more about me than Katie, prove it. Basically, if you give me more money than Katie, I'll go to your side. But people trying to kick TD Talks out of this community because she's a Trojan horse and blah, 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 like just bullshit. And then today, me having a couple different people say they weren't going to talk about the subject because she wasn't a white person. Why can't we talk to each other and have conversations because of a skin color? But I get it because I get it. It's uncomfortable because you don't want to say anything wrong to make someone mad. But this time I can, like, I wish it had been every other day when I'm just listening to YouTube with earbuds and never had looked at the screen, because I do that a lot. And I never would have known that this girl wasn't white. It doesn't matter what color she is. It's the things she was saying in YouTube. It's just not. The only thing I wonder is if it was AZ's idea to do the donation, or was it hers? AZ went into her live stream. I don't think it was hers. I think AZ went into her live stream and said, will you come? Do you know Eileen? I think AZ went and said, will you interview you and I'll give you donations or whatever. I'm not sure. In my opinion, Dr. Carl said, I could explain, but assuming I called anyone racist is straight. I don't think you called anyone racist. If I said something that sounded like that, I'm sorry. If she'd have been on my channel with no donations, there would have been, it would have been a problem, because I trusted her, KJ, and they would be saying, if she were a white, middle-aged white woman, as Real says, everyone would be saying she's over here just taking advantage of this community without money involved. That happens. Feisty, in my opinion, the entire situation is a hard subject. No matter what anyone's point is, the point will be wrong in anyone's eyes. I agree. There's no winning. I don't think I'm intentionally racist, but I don't think I understand much of what racism looks like if I handle shit poorly. I like to ask those affected to take time and let me know. I agree. I mean, I saw some people's comments that, I mean, people I like. I mean, I love y'all all, but I was seeing people say stuff that, I mean, I don't understand. I'm sorry. I thought we were having a discussion of all aspects of posted info. I saw nothing that really warranted pointing out. I didn't mean to disrespect or chat. Keeping up with KP, that honestly is a question for AZ to avoid any rumors. I didn't see. Was it the question I just read? I'm pretty sure. I don't know how the money got mentioned. I know that AZ went to Aaliyah's live chat and asked her for the interview. I don't know how the money got involved. And Aaron, no, you didn't do anything wrong. T-Spiracy didn't do anything wrong. And I don't think that Aaliyah I don't think she tried to scam or lie or be secretive about anything. I just think some people are more willing to ask for money like that, but it's where she came from, Katie's channel. This isn't as accepting of a community, and everything gets questioned. So when I saw that money was all that was getting talked about, I was like, this isn't going to turn out well. And then no one said anything. I'm like, And then the T's live happened, and I was like, no one said anything. And then everyone started, and I'm like, I saw it coming. But it took a minute. It just took longer. And then today I hear people say, well, they don't want to talk about it because she's black. What the hell does that have to do with it? Like, if she was white, you'd be mad, but because she's not, that makes no sense to me. And if she truly went through everything that was listed in Reddit, like the deaths and the dogs and the wreck and the everything, and I'm not doubting her, like, bless her heart, but you just got to be careful over here with people. And I don't think that if someone questions someone, that race should be brought up so quickly. I just really don't. I think everyone in this community, not everyone, of course, y'all, but I think a lot of people in this community really genuinely care about each other. And a lot of us have never seen anything but an avatar, so color don't matter. I mean, I'm sure there's people with matters too. Hey, Eileen.
Did you just now see me?
Well, no, I saw you, but I thought you were muted. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just so y'all know, it's like 1:00 here, and I only got like the first part of, I guess, Aaron's live, and then I must have missed all the drama. But I just don't think anybody's going to win when it comes to race. And if people want to play the race card, that's just ridiculous. To me, I was always taught that if you give someone money, you give it to them. Whatever they choose to do with it is what they do with it. What they've done in the past, they've done in the past.
Yep.
And I don't know. I'm just trying to piece this together what happened, but I'm assuming that a few people came in and started turning it into a race issue in Aaron's
No,
chat.
no.
Okay.
What happened was, Reddit, the people who run Reddit are ex KJ people too.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, and I heard it goes by like 2 years. I'll show you, I'll send you the file. But there's post after post after post from Katie's Discord and Twitter of this Aaliyah is
Mm-hmm.
arguing and taking up for Katie with Redditors, and she's almost every single time she says, well, this is what got to me, this is what, like, I think is so like, why is it our issue? Like, she kept saying, if you care more about me, about my daughter and me, and putting food on our table, then prove it. And basically she would over and over and over say, if you give me more money, I'll leave Katie. Like, I go where the money is.
Kind of
And
taunting.
yeah, like, she actually literally said, show me the money. Do you care more about me than Katie? Why is it Twitter's job to pay your life? I don't get it. Like, I understand that's what people are here for, but just her whole attitude in that Reddit was gross. But I understand. I also understand she was defensive because people were being ugly to her because she was defending Katie. So,
well, I can tell you that I watched T-Spiracy's interview with her the other night, and I adore T-Spiracy.
I do too, and I
adore her
so much. Yeah.
My takeaway from that interview was this woman really didn't talk much about her problems with KJ. It turned into poor me. And sometimes conversations just go different directions, and that's okay. But I just left it alone. I don't feel like I needed to help the woman. I mean, I took sympathy for her, but I just kind of thought, well, that wasn't really the interview. That wasn't what I wanted to hear. What I wanted to hear is more about KJ and the modding. So I feel like, to each their own. And I don't know why everybody's getting up in arms and so nasty about this woman. Everybody has a different opinion. Why can't we all just say we agree to disagree and just leave it alone?
Yeah, and I mean, I've got people in the chat saying color doesn't matter. And what are you trying to get me to say something wrong? Like, as far as who I would give to or who I would feel bad for, nope, color don't matter to me. If you're a human, you're a human. And I feel terrible for everything this person has went through. I really do. Like, she's been through a lot. My issue is it just looks sketchy, and anyone else, like, how dare someone question? Everyone got hated as soon as, like, I got a DM today that said, if you question anything that's happened with this person, you're getting called racist. I'm like, what? Like, I had questions after her first live, like, not questions, but like, I actually told one of my moderators it's going to turn into something. And not because of her, but because of, I know this community. And not YouTube, but the Twitter community. I know it. Eileen, you've been here with me through it. How many times have I been canceled? Almost. Because I talked to an ex-mod. And the one I ran money, let drop her PayPal, she had been over here for 2 months, 3 months, a long time. And she was running a scam. She really was. If we try to judge how poor people spend their money or what they spend their time, those wealthier than each of us can do the same to us. I want to know who's rich, and y'all send me some money because I'm poor as hell too. I would have I'd donate to her right now if I weren't broke. But don't say that the people questioning what she has been saying on Reddit for last year is just fine. and that we're racist if we question it. That's messed up, in my opinion. And really, I was fine with, I love it. I was completely okay until I left here earlier and went to Aaron's chat and everybody's screaming racist. And that just made me mad because I know Aaron's not. You're right. Lux, when I watched AZ's live, I thought I would get tea, but it turned into a sob story and looking for money. That's what made me think it's sketchy. I mean, I understand needing money, but I don't know how to say it. Like, to go to a new community and start it with that and make it all about that, and then if anyone questions it, bam, you're racist. That's not fair to this community at all, in my opinion. And I guarantee you there's just as many white people, Hispanic people, black people on food stamps right now. There's probably no difference in the percentage because of the stuff that's going on. But that Reddit goes back a while. Where I'm from, we welcome every race and religion. Right, me too. If there are races here, I've never encountered any. Well, I'm not going to say that I've never encountered a racist. I live in North Carolina. I've encountered racism. I think it lives everywhere. I really do. And I believe it's on YouTube, and I believe there's racist people everywhere. You're not going to get around it. There's racist white people. There's racist Mexican people. There's racist everything. But that doesn't mean that if you question somebody, I love the Boondocks here. That doesn't mean if they question this person's motives that they're racist. It really doesn't. I live in Newfoundland, and neighbors help neighbors no matter what race. I think that's amazing. Ohio is horrible about racism. People say that like the South is, Kier. And I mean, there's racism here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure there is. It's not like when I was young. When I was younger, it was like you could hear it. You could hear people. I haven't heard anyone publicly being racist around me in years. And that's a good thing because I might show out. However, I've had people from up north say, oh no, there's a lot of racists here. So it's not just a Southern thing. Shout out to Katie's. I mean, Katie's husband just rated a Nazi book 4 or 5 stars. Why are we fighting with each other? Dr. Cross Kier, right? I'm glad Loretta knows I wasn't caught. Oh, no. I think we question poor disabled folks too much. I live in a big city. I ain't poor, Dr. Cross. I ain't worked since October. I'm looking at a job every day. If you know anybody in North Carolina hiring people, give them a call for me. And I'll be one of the first ones to help help Aaliyah if I had a job right now. However, I understand people quit. Look, I don't know how it isn't blown up worse. And Dr. Cross, this is all I mean. If you'd have been here since August when I got here and seen what has happened on my channel, because they even said it in EKC's chat, like, oh, if Little Red, like, get bent, okay, go, whatever. They were talking about me there because I've accepted people who have left Katie, and I don't ask questions. I don't raise money for them. I'm not going to because I'm not stupid. Like the one I did raise money for had been here a while. I'm not bringing, like, the first one that got mad at me and left. I'll tell y'all. And she was mentioned since they brought her up. The first ex-mod of Katie's that turned on me and caused a big uproar in this channel, the reason she got mad is because I let her come tell her story of what Katie did about her or to her. And she told a bunch of big stories that ended up being bullshit. But on the phone, I said, I just got another DM. People were wanting to do a GoFundMe. And I said, I can't, because I know Katie, they love to do, fraudulent fundraiser. I am not going to do a trauma story and then attach a fundraiser to it on my channel. I can't. There's no way. That's trauma tea. I can't do that. And Katie and Junior Rock will be streaming, like they were already after me. So I said, no, but like you can talk to her or whatever. And I told her, and she said, no, I don't want the money. I just want people to hear my story. 3 hours later, I woke up from a nap and the whole world hated me. And it was a bunch of bull crap reasons. But the real reason was because I didn't say, okay, you can do a GoFundMe on my channel. That woman hated me for that. And no one ever knew the real story because she disappeared after she tried to ruin me. And that's why I will never put money attached to anyone. I probably will never do a fundraiser for anyone again ever, honestly. But definitely not for anyone coming from that community. I don't care if they're yellow, green, purple, polka dot. I don't care what color you are. If you're coming from Katie's, you're going to be here a while. I'll talk to you immediately, but I'm not doing money because, no. My white friend did a fundraiser for me because they didn't want me harassed. So kind. I had a hiking accident and the copay was, whoa. Lord, Dr. Cross. I've got 8, well, it's not 10. It's over $8,000 worth of copay sitting on my bar in the kitchen, and I ain't got a job. So I feel you on that. But I ain't done a fundraiser. I can't do one. I applied for some assistance and I got denied. Dr. Cross, I am so happy you know Erin wasn't coming from, but I am too. Erin wasn't coming from a bad place because she is good people. And so is Little Red and everyone else, but bias is not always obvious. What does that part mean? Bias is not obvious. Are you saying we're biased, but we don't know it? Because I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with color to me. I swear to God. I don't know how many times. It would be so much easier if there weren't cameras on these things. I was shocked hearing it where we grew up. No one called you out your name moving down south the nerve. When were you here, Ray? It used to be like you could literally go in a store. Like when I was a little girl, like 30 years ago, you could go in a store and people were just racist. I mean, people were nasty. And imagine being a little girl and not knowing that that was wrong, but quickly learning. My mama probably didn't know until she was in high school that it wasn't right. Okay, I canceled my little payment this time, got my money back. Oh, because Sweet Tea got scammed somewhere with that lady on Will's channel. I've been stung by jellies. Oh, does that hurt as bad as it looks like? I don't think anyone is coming from a bad space, but I do make crude jokes people have to think about, so it can hurt people. The thing is, I think that people don't understand, and this is a thing, like, I couldn't imagine being someone of any minority. Like, I couldn't imagine being Hispanic, Black, and feeling like I know that no matter what, that that you or even my daughter-in-law has felt racism at some point because of the color of her skin, and that's terrible. But everyone doesn't think like that. But the belief in psychology is that we all have some bias of some kind, whether we know it or not. And I could see that because even some sayings are racist. I mean, I agree with that, Kiera. Do you think that it's only white people that are racist? Because I've been called albino gorilla on my channel and told to ask my members in a community tab how many of them are middle-aged white women. So, and that is not just my first actual experience. Like, it's happened. There's racist of all colors. I don't know if it's still called racist. I don't know if there's a different name for it, but there's a lot of different people that dislike people that are different from them. You're right, Dr. Cross. You're absolutely right. You too, Lux. I donate on this channel, and once I gave the money, it is a gift. I may or may not have gone to what I was. I mean, you always give money. There's no telling. It might not go where you thought it went. If you're giving and you have a giving heart, you're giving because you can give. And I would still give her money right now if I had to give her, because I feel like she truly needs it. But the issue was, I think that, wait, I once gave a friend 20 for heroin. He gave me something called Bitcoin. You guys screwed Dr. Cross. I'm just kidding. So it all comes back. I was just kidding. I had me and my son do this Bitcoin app together, and every 24 hours you have to redo it so it counts. And I said, how much do you have to have $1? And it was like 497,000 and something. And I'm like, what the F? I've been told, I say around dinner table. Oh yeah, yeah, I know, Eileen. That was told. Someone came in my channel and said, don't tell me y'all don't say the N word at your dinner table. And I didn't, I'm speechless now, even rereading it, that was said to me. I wish racism was a person I could push off a cliff. I do too. I wish it never happened. I wish I wish slavery never happened. I wish a lot of shit, but that don't make it so. We have Hispanics, Black, Israeli in my family, not racist. Well, my new grandbaby's mixed, and let me tell you, you let me hear somebody say something about her, I'll go knock your head off. Because she's perfect. Perfect. 10 years ago, it was only worth $1. It's worth $1.25 now, Dr. Cross. Thinking to do it all again. Yeah, I wish we could have a do-over of the world. It's covert and overt. Someone tried to threaten me to wear a wig, and when I said I don't want to cover up my natural hair, they tried to fire me. Wait a minute. That's when you go above their heads. The link is in the chat if anyone wants to come up. I'm not going to be here much longer. I'm going to go get some ice cream real quick, though. I'll be right back. I got to. I can't help it. Fat girl status. I'm back. Where's my camera? Y'all remember these? I'm Irish on both sides of my family. I scream, Lieutenant Dan. Christola, come on. I don't want to eat on camera, so I'll do that Oop, that won't right. I'll do that. Dr. Cross, I've got 3 boxes of ice cream in my freezer. I got a problem. Let's do a stream tomorrow. Yes, keeping up. We'll do a stream tomorrow night. I ain't doing a fundraiser for you. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Thank you. This is how it looks when I've showered. YouTube must have unsubbed me from KJ. Why are you subbed to KJ? Sister Wives. Oh, I missed it. Don't tell me, because I want to watch it, and I'm gonna try to do a video tomorrow. So yes, I'm a college kid. I'm 26. I'm 23. I just dropped the link again, Christella. No, one is drumsticks, one is ice cream sandwiches, and then I have the Nestle Crunch Klondike bars. Don't judge me. I'm trying to gain weight. I got down to 107 pounds. I'm trying to gain weight. That's me on the profile picture video, bird. And yes, there's filters. And it's been edited. It's, I love that this live has come around and we have heard each other. I do too. Eileen's not up here anymore. She fell off. I've dropped the link a couple times. I'm just waiting for someone to take it. Okay, now I have to go and get a drumstick out of my freezer. Ain't they good? They're so good. Party in the freezer. I'm a little late, so what I missed, why did the thing become about? I don't know. That happened somewhere else, but we're all good now. We're having ice cream. It all got worked out. Because everyone, seriously, the people who are here or not know me, they know, like, I really went off and stood up on somebody about racism here before. I ain't down with it at all. Hey, Eileen.
I thought I was in. I've been talking this whole time. I thought y'all just had me muted.
No.
I tell you, squirrels run together.
Girl.
It's already 1:15 here, and I've had an Ambien and a Benadryl and still not fallen asleep. Yes, I think that we got to make the chat end on a good note.
Yeah, I think it's much better.
I mean, and yeah, it's okay to be upset and burn off steam and stuff, but we just can't let those other people get the best of us, No.
And I was so not worked up over that person and what happened. I think what got me worked up was seeing people say it's about race because it's so never about race for me.
No, I agree. I mean, not to brag on myself, but my family went out and picked up 2 Black elderly ladies that didn't have power, that didn't have water, diabetic, severe OCD, anxiety disorder, and brought them back to our house and took care of them.
You've told me that story 3 times and you never said there were Black ladies. I mean, I just thought.
I mean, and what does it matter? I mean, we're all white here. And they felt
EKC. We're almost not having ice cream anymore. It's almost gone. I ate fast. Did you mute yourself, Eileen? Hello?
No, my mic should be working.
Yeah, I hear you now.
I don't know what's wrong. But we took care of them, and that's what you do for people. You know, I went out and got bread for my neighbor across the street and gave 5 gallons of drinking water to someone who didn't have water, and it doesn't matter the race. And I'm sick and tired of people throwing a race card out there all the time. It's like, I am flipping not racist.
Well, in defense of humans, a lot of times it is.
I
A
know.
lot of times it is. And I understand the sensitivity about it, but I know where my mind was with it. It was not related to that. Her crying and saying she got treated like the token black person that her kids got. I mean, I don't know how that is, so I can't speak on the token black person thing. I understand how someone could feel like that because just hearing stories. But here in this community side of it, I'm saying that had nothing to do with it for me. And many others that I know. But if she felt like that, why was she such a support? Like, don't take up for her and say you're her best friend and you know she's not racist if you don't know she's not racist. I mean, a lot of people say she is.
Who, Katie?
Yeah.
I think she's got a lot of hatred in her heart for a lot of
I
different
think she hates
humans.
people. I ain't gonna say she's racist.
No, I think she's got a lot of hatred in her heart for a lot of different humans. Her own flesh and
Females.
blood, for starters.
She don't like females. She don't like her family. She don't like men. Like, what does that leave?
I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean,
No, I don't know what you mean, video bird. John's name in my response, he was mentioning him. Who is John? What am I supposed to do with the chocolate tip of this cone if Cash is asleep? He's looking at me, y'all. Cash, you want this cone? Ice cream. He's like, I don't want to move. Don't make me move. One day I'm going to do an hour or so to do a stream about racism, if you don't mind, because I want to talk about that. Well, girl, you go for you. Good for you, because I don't like talking about it, and I don't think a lot of people do because it's uncomfortable conversation, and people like, I don't know. I guess I just wish everyone could just love each other and race never happened, like racism. Katie is totally racist. Hold on. Kim can visit Kanye on the plantation when she meant ranch. Oh, everybody said that. She was racist because that. I missed that. I don't think I've even seen a replay of her saying that. And I didn't like Katie way before I ever heard anyone say she was racist. So that just is bonus hate or dislike for me. Let's see, Madison. Again, I know the subject of race is uncomfortable to talk about. Let's be real about it, but sometimes people just got to talk. You're right, Madison. It's uncomfortable to talk about. People don't want to talk about it. Because they don't want to make someone mad. It's uncomfortable. And it will be nice when it's okay to talk about with each other without someone getting upset. I think it should be talked about, or the problems are swept under the rug. Yep. It's happened for years. Hey, Diane Harlow. I'm about to go to bed with you. The ice cream on my belly. I posted it on Twitter the last time she went after Emily. Girl, I do not need a new reason to dislike Katie. I don't want to investigate. Well, I mean, investigate her husband and his book club. I want to ask Dr. Cross, does she know about that and what her idea is? You're right, Karen. It's a learned but feeling. Dr. Cross, did you hear about the book club? Or anyone in my chat that's Jewish or a person of color. Right, a 4-star review on a Hitler book that he didn't have to do a review on. He could have just read it and said he read it. Mein Kampf is trash in German also. I agree, Dr. Cross. I haven't read it, and I will take a stand, not because I hate reading, but because I ain't reading it. I'm not going to read it. I probably should, so I could talk that much more shit, but I'm thinking with my ADD and issues reading anyway, it probably wouldn't hold my attention long. Yes, he's a member, Don Williams, of a book club online, and he lists all his books, and he has a list of books to be read, and you can rate them after you read them. He read one called Mein Kampf about Nazi, what's it called? And he rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. Watch Katie pronounce it my camp. Probably. The original Chicken Little cartoon was going to have the fox read my camp. Madison, you're probably 100% right. Cash wants my ice cream. He says you don't have one. No, Cash. Here. Yeah, see, Cash. He's just begging. I'm just begging. He ain't looking at the camera. He's looking at my ice cream. No, sir. Ain't he cute? I love him. No, you're okay. Or, you know you get the end of it. Okay. Oh, good Lord. But they decided to change the book to a reverse psychology book. Hush. Why does he look like my ice cream? He wants my ice cream. Ain't he cute, Dr. Cross? He weighs a lot more than I do, so I have to watch my Q's and P's because he will step on me. I got to eat all the chocolate. You can't have the chocolate. He always gets the last bite of everything, no matter what. Tease, Sweet Tease Recovery said, grouchy, sad-faced doggy. That's actually his happy face. Coming from an older black man, I believe that racism, where'd it go, has gotten ridiculous. My grandfather, what would Dr. King to stop this nonsense? That's amazing, Don. Your grandfather, what would Dr. King? Stop. When I was stationed, where'd it go? At NATO with Gillenkirchen, Germany. We were hated there. We even had swastikas painted our house. Why? Why? I'm really dumb. I'm fixing to give you some ice cream. Stop. Y'all see why he can't be awake when I'm eating. We had a little dog that are her own plate of ice cream. Oh, he loves it's his favorite, but I can't give him chocolate. And now I was right with the world. He got my ice cream. And he's trying to take the stick. That book is illegal in Holland because it's Hitler's ideology. I want to know who wrote it. Is it somebody from where? My mom walked with King, my dad often Nazi. Huh? Dr. Cross. People need to stop pretending everything is sunshine and lollipops. Cough, Song of the South, cough, racism is a freaking end already. Well, if people won't let it end, cough, then they ain't never going to end, cough. I don't think anyone here thinks it's over and there's no racism in the world. I for sure know it's not dead. Madison. The red cookie. I'm sorry. I know. I don't know why. Usually it's a good signal on this platform. Y'all, it's been great night. Even though we all probably got heated. I'm glad that we ended up over here and talked it out. And I hope everything's good now. We have to stop teaching it. Yes, absolutely. Because there are still people that teach even their small kids to be racist. I would have loved to hear him talk. Eileen, you two don't want the tea now. Dr. Cross, thank you for coming to my chat. I'm fangirling because I love you. You know that. Liz, you gonna fall asleep. You had to rewind if you gonna fall asleep to my voice or not. Because I'm about to lay it down. Yeah, I love y'all all. Because only the cool kids are allowed in here. I'm just kidding. Teach love of ice cream, not racism. Exactly. I've got a freezer full. She's fangling me, y'all. I need to take my makeup off. Some nights I don't do that, Madison. I'll go to sleep with it on my face. I won't do it tonight. Sadly, the first experience my children had with racism has been their grandmother. It was so heartbreaking to see go through it and not understand. Everybody does love ice cream. I don't think I've ever met anyone that didn't like ice cream. They literally used to shout at me when they saw me in uniform and call me capitalist and say Canadian. How did they know you were Canadian? And was that why they didn't like you? Because you were Canadian? I didn't know that was a thing. See, you learn something every day. People get hate for all kinds of stuff. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm allergic to cow's milk, Madison, but I can still eat a bowl of cereal if it just has a little bit of milk in it. Anything more than 4 or 5 ounces, though, and I'm screwed for about 10 minutes. Yes, we do, Dr. Cross, but you know what you do? Go away, men. Humans are like jelly beans. If you say you like the black ones, some people look at... Will you stop? Well, I can say that about airheads, because who wants that white mysterious one? Not me. I want the colorful ones. Lots of flavors of ice cream. Everybody loves ice cream. Tomorrow we will all eat ice cream. I found the subject to bring us all together. I don't really eat a lot of chocolate. Yes, Dr. Cross, I love her. And everyone in my chat. And Karen just ate her drumstick too. Why not the white arrowheads? Because I don't like the white ones. You don't know what you're going to get. Like, they're the mystery ones. And they usually don't have a smell. And once you bite into them, you still can't tell what flavor they are. And they're supposed to be one of the flavors. I've got two bags full here. Yeah, I went grocery shopping when I was hungry last week, and I bought $87 worth of junk food. And then I had to go back this week to buy real food. Kier said, I'm sorry you can't eat chocolate. That's tragic. I don't eat black or white jelly beans. I don't like black or white jelly beans either. But that licorice, ugh, that ain't even, ugh, that is not cool. But I don't want to play that game with the jelly beans where it's all kinds of nasty flavors either. We need to have an ice cream night stream. Everybody buy their ice cream. Yeah. You were stationed in Germany for 5 years. Ooh. All right, y'all. It's 2:30. Oh my God, you're talking candy. I've eat a drumstick and a Nestle Klondike bar, and I'm waiting for my grape jelly Uncrustable to thaw out, EKC. And as soon as it feels about ready. It's almost ready. Yep. I'm getting my eat-ons. All y'all people, I'm telling y'all, it was like, it might have been 3 weeks ago now. All of a sudden, from my surgery, I still felt like I had an ulcer, even though the surgery was over, and I didn't. I still couldn't eat, and I lost down from like 135 to 120, and then after my surgery, I got down to 105. And it looked like I've been doing some crazy shit. I don't know. I look bad. I am not hurting all of a sudden after 3 weeks. My stomach don't have that ulcer feeling anymore. And I have been, Cash Bear, watch out, because I might eat his chicken leg in my sleep. I've been eating. If he would quit taking my food from me. You couldn't sleep, Sarah? I'm fixing to lay it down. Cash just won't eat my. I'll show y'all. I'll show you. I'm not scared. Look. He is right here waiting. I'm hungry. My mama. Can I have my food? I'm not teasing him. He's just, he don't, there's nothing in his house I get to eat without him. And he's got food out. Sit down. He's got food allergies. He shouldn't be eating. Go sit down. Lux, I told, it took me 3 months. I couldn't eat. And I felt like people were judging me, like, thought I was on crack or something. Seriously, because I really got a little. Oh, God, Michael helps in LB's chat. I'm glad it's her and not me. They can hear you. He got tears coming out of his eye. I love you, but you are aggravating as hell. I feel some kind of biased against American Bulldogs right now. Go away. You're not getting the rest of it. I love them. But thanks to the Crohn's, I can't digest them. I like nuts. I like Brazilian nuts are my favorite. Where you go? He drooled all over me. I can't. That's a man's voice. The man of this house. Go. Go on. Y'all. I can't. Go away. Go. Listen to me. Nah, Cece, I love you. Thank you for coming. I've gained 25 pounds since COVID. I weighed 112 today. So I need to gain at least, I've never weighed less than 134 before I got sick. But I'll be good at 125. I want to be able to not see my ribs through my boobs. That's all. I see my ribs everywhere. It's gross. He monitors my diet because he's a fat boy. That's why I'm so skinny, y'all. He won't let me eat. Can I eat? He's fixing to growl at me. Y'all remember when I got sick and for like 3 to 5 nights before I went to the hospital, he would sit at my computer and bark when I went online. Stop. And afterwards, I had some people say, well, he probably could smell that you were sick. Like, really, I had sepsis. That's in your blood. That's like you're infected all over your body. Sometimes I get lightheaded now. Like, yesterday morning, I went to the kitchen to get him. I was going to get me some orange juice and him something to eat. And before I got to the kitchen, I got lightheaded because I got up too fast. And that happens to me a lot. So I just laid on my couch. When something weird happens to me like that, he'll get on the couch. He got on the couch and he smells my face and my hands. I think he's like trying to smell if I'm okay. Because I really think he can tell. And then like after he smelled my face and hands, he went to the refrigerator or to the kitchen and barked at me. I'm obsessed with Uncrustables. I don't buy that many. And I don't share with kids. Until Lily's older. She's not big enough yet. My blood pressure's always been low. But not low enough. Would that cause that? My sugar's fine. But my blood pressure, when I go to the doctor, they'll say, you're like 110/50. Is that normal for you? And I'm like, yeah. But before this passing out thing's kind of new. This started after my surgery. Dogs can detect all kinds of stuff. Blood sugar, seizures. I had sepsis and he knew something was wrong with me. No, you're done. You've eaten. Oh, you're eating. Sherry, I've sat here and got my belly full. I've eaten. I've eaten a Crustable and 3 ice cream bars. I ain't sharing my ice cream or Crustable with nobody but Cash. Until Lily's old enough, then she can have my food. All right, y'all. I've eaten till I can't take a deep breath. That means it's time to lay it down. When I had my wisdom teeth out, tell me why my sister's dog headbutted my jaw multiple times. Why are you mad at me, Sherry? I don't know why, but that made me laugh. I wish Uncrustables had a cheese and turkey. I like Lunchables ham and cheese too. I do. It's just simple things. All right, y'all. I'm going to go night-night. I love y'all. I'm going to try to get up before 3 p.m. tomorrow. Hope you have a good night. Thank you, Dr. Cross, for coming. Hope you come back. Love y'all. Cash said bye. Love you. Yes, godless scummer, I'm up late. I've been eating. I've been doing a mukbang on camera. Hit rewind. Y'all made me laugh. I hate so much I can't even breathe, y'all. Bye, y'all. I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta go brush my tooth. I'm living in North Carolina. I gotta brush my tooth. All right. I'm out.